first of all, I would like to ask if there are some representatives of consumers, and of course I understand that we are all consumers, because this is very important to understand all dimensions related to this 5G revolution, because 5G is more than mobile revolution. And I want to say that there are some critical points when we are starting the debate on how to implement the 5G solutions. Firstly, what is critical for our work and cooperation is to harmonize the work on allocation of spectrum, avoiding fragmentation of decisions and solutions. This is one of the key issues, and it is not so easy to achieve this goal because we need to create the understanding of the problem and cooperation between member states, between regulators, European Commission, European Parliament, member states, and all the business and also all consumers. Because when we are looking at the past, so there are many problems related to not harmonized decisions and solutions related to spectrum allocation. Secondly, what is the critical point? It's to create conditions for infrastructure as an enabler. I think that this is the first time in which we have infrastructure as an enabler. This infrastructure is changing not only the functioning of all telecommunication channels. This solution is important for many, many areas. And what is important to know, that if we want to make the infrastructure as an enabler, we need to work on standardization all over the Europe. We need to discuss with all sectors which will be touched by 5G, autonomous cars, e-health, and so on and so on, and standardize all solutions to make communication real. All of those devices, all possible partners of this new model of communication. And the composition of technologies is also very important because, as it was mentioned, fiber to mobile. But we need to understand that we have cable solutions, we have satellite solutions, and this is very important when we will start the work on many issues to indicate in particular countries what kind of compositions of technologies will be used to achieve the goals related to 5G. The third critical point is to establish collaborative coordination between member states, European Commission, BEREC, market and representatives of users, consumers. This is important for many areas. As I have said, it is important for harmonized spectrum allocation, but also this is important to make changes in national broadband plans at the same time if we want to achieve the goals related to 5G. The time horizon is indicated in European Commission documents to have changes in the national broadband plan in 2017. I'm not sure if it is possible, but this is very important to work on it at the national level, because those decisions made by governments, I hope, with cooperation with the business, with the market, on how the national broadband plans should look like, are very important for consistency of all European solutions. So this is very important. Fourthly, and this is one of the key issues, it's to empower the investments and to give the power to operators, to possible and potential investments, to start with investments. What is important, what kind of environment is important for those investments? Firstly, certainty. Secondly, predictability. Thirdly, long-term perspective. It's important that in the code we are discussing about licenses for 25 years. In the discussion there are some suggestions related to 30 years. This is very important to give to possible investors this possibility to invest and to analyze the return of investments in the long perspective. What is important also is level playing field for telecom operators and for OTTs. I think it's one of the crucial issue. And friendly environment, which means that we need to discuss about some kind of the new model of competition, infrastructure-based competition. This is important because through many last years we have discussed about competition, we analyze the position of the market of some operators, of some subjects, but also we have discussed about prices. It's very important to have very low prices in Europe, but I think that now we need to focus on investments to build this new infrastructure. And the fifth critical point for implementation of 5G is to create the demand for the new 5G-based services and products. I think that it is important when we are talking not only among us, legislators, business side, consultancy area, but when we are starting the debate with consumers, with users. So I think it's important to give them, and also to politicians, the real picture, what we can achieve having 5G in the perspective 2020, the first stage, the first step, and 2025. This is very important because we need to imagine how, for example, healthcare area will be changed. And that it will be the shift paradigm at that area if we will create the possibility to monitor at the real time or to prepare surgeries, remote surgeries in the real time, or to give all possibilities related to milliseconds reactions and to milliseconds flow of every data. When we are starting the debate on education, we are discussing about coding, we are discussing about how important it is to give the skills to all of the society, all population, but also we need to understand that in many areas we should have this demand created by the whole population. For example, changes at in healthcare area will require some kind of digital medical literacy also among elderly people. So we need to push member states, institutions responsible for education, to give those skills to the elderly people, because this is the only way to give them the possibility to use those new solutions related to 5G revolution. And on the other hand, I think that when we are talking about autonomous car, So we need to understand how important it will be. We need to adjust all standards. We need to change many laws in many countries related to the model of driving. But on the other hand, we need to prepare people how to use it. And looking at those future demands, I think that it is important to understand how people will use those new possibilities. I will come to the educational area. For example, all of those possibilities related to virtual reality will give the completely new models for teaching. We will learn anatomy, we will learn chemistry, we will learn some experiments on physics being in the middle, being inside, due to those virtual reality tools. I'm talking about it because I want to avoid the situation in which we will discuss on 5G as a next step in the telecommunication area development. This is not only this is much more stronger, this is much more powerful for all users. And if we will convince users that they will have many new advantages, many new benefits, so I think that we will create the support from them, also at the local and regional level, to push all people who are decision makers to prepare the better environment for those investments. This is important, yes. And the last point, I think, is that we need to cooperate. We need to talk with member states. We need to have many decisions at the same time all over Europe, but also we need to discuss with our partners from United States, South Korea, Japan, all over the world, because I think that when we are talking about standardization, it should be not only at the European level, but also at the global level. So the final conclusion is, this is a very brave vision. How to make this vision real? It means to understand. Secondly, to cooperate. And thirdly, to understand that this is, for Europe, our new possibility to create new future competitive advantages. Thank you.